Why did I marry that person? Do you want to cry and you hide it? Guys, like, why? Why? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
And Alyssa.
And today we're gonna do another Q&A. What? Another Q&A. Well, guys are too afraid to ask girls. We posted it on our Instagram stories asking if you guys are afraid to ask girls any questions or girls are too afraid to ask guys questions. I'm gonna do my part now. And it's gonna be 6 spicy questions.
They're not spicy. They're just
hot questions. Okay.
Babe, they're just questions. Alright.
No.
Alright, so.
The first one is
it okay for girls to text a guy first?
No.
No? Why?
By no means. No. I wouldn't say that you have to play hard to get. You need to be hard to get. Like, I don't think I've ever texted you first.
No.
And I still don't.
Quick note on that, girls. If you're hard to want, don't play hard to get. Oh, just
What do
kidding.
you mean?
Some girls are hard to want, but they play hard to get.
Oh,
So they shouldn't do that.
that's so mean.
I know, it's kind of mean. Just kidding, guys. I think I'm saying from a guy's perspective, it's a bit of a turn off if a girl texts a guy first. I think it's totally cool. Like if a girl could play it really smoothly, that's chill. I think it's fine. Like say like, hey, you just replied to a story, give him a little hint. Or like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, you know, reply to his Instagram story, slide in the DM. But when you're like, hey, how's it going? Absolute turn off. Like
Yeah.
For a guy, at least for me as a guy, I had girls previously, like before I met Alyssa, slide in the DMs and it's awkward. You're like,
yeah.
Like, does she want to talk to me? If she wants something out of me? Like, it's so weird. It's such a turn off for me. And for me, it was right away, like almost of a no, because it's just kind of way too weird. I feel like that's a guy's thing to do. But again, it's totally cool.
Yeah.
If you slide in smoothly.
It's not okay to propose for a girl. It's not okay to ask him to date you, like to take you on a date.
So
you just don't.
Yeah.
Like, you just wait for your prince and he's gonna come. And don't.
You know, no, and again, it's totally cool dropping hints.
I think it's messed up.
Yeah, I think it's totally cool just dropping hints, but not a hey, how's it going?
What kind of hints?
Or good morning. Like, you know, like give them somewhat of attention. Like, literally, I think the smoothest way possible for a guy to almost not even realize it that you're sliding is kind of like, oh my, like a reply to his Instagram story, but make sure it's kind of like a understanding, like not just like, hey, that's so cool. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Kind of slide in, but it's like, just be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. If it's something cool, if it's not, if they don't post on
But at the
stories.
same time, you've shown me how girls reply to your stories, and you're like, oh, she's definitely trying to hook up with me.
Okay, I know.
I don't think it's okay to do it at all.
Okay, case by case.
We're like laughing at it together.
Yeah, just be smooth about it, girls, if you do. But overall, I think it's really weird and a turn off. So the thing is, some guys just need a push. Like they don't know if the girl's into him or not. Or she's like, maybe if like she just plays it off smoothly, then he's like, oh, she's a cute girl, shit. Or I like this about her, and so might as well be interested. So that's my perspective. Your perspective. I mean, I'm a yes and a no, but mostly no.
I totally no. Never in your life should you ever pick up your phone and text him.
First, okay, unless you're dating already.
If you're dating,
or
absolutely
or
cool.
I think so if you're already talking for a while. But I think for the fact of where you haven't talked to the guy at all, and you slide in the DMs, so that's just a big turn off. It's a big no-no.
It's weird. Like, why are you texting me?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, so on to the question number 2. Okay. Hey, again, look at the question. You got away. Why do girls go to the bathroom always together? Like, I honestly never understand that. It's like, come on, like, do you guys like hold each other? Like, actually, yeah. What do you guys do in there? Like, is it like a party?
I don't know. It's just we do it.
Like, is that a specific reason?
We just talk. Like, we literally. I'm not gonna get into details, but we talk.
Is it also just,
we do our makeup together.
Is it also so maybe like safety reasons, or is it just kind of like?
I don't know. It's just weird if you go alone. I don't know. For me, like I usually grab my friends and I'm like, let's go to the bathroom. We just like I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but like we talk, we do makeup sometimes together.
Mm-hmm.
We like I don't know, like if something. We check each other's outfits. Like, do you think it's cute? Do you like what should I do better?
Everything looks good.
Yeah, we don't do that. I don't know. At least I don't do that.
Yeah,
because we're in a Christian environment, and we don't really. Try
I think
to show
everyone's kind of different. Like people do that. Well, guys, also below, like when we ask these kind of questions, like let us know your guys' answer, at least your perspective of like, hey, should a guy do this? Should a girl? Like whatever you hear the question, just drop a comment below and be like, hey, I think this, I think that, or like. This is why we do this and all that. So I think so also just feel free to do that. I think it's really cool, and we want to see your guys' feedback as well, right? Why do girls spend so much time in the shower? Like
'Cause
what's
we
there
do
to
so
do?
much.
Like, well, like,
We do so much.
okay.
For me personally, I start with my hair. And I do like 3 different things for my hair. Shampoo, conditioner, and mask. And the mask for the mask and for the conditioner and for the shampoo to sink in, you can't do it at the same time.
Yeah, you already lost me there.
Okay, so you start with your hair, like I do. And I start with my shampoo. It takes like a little, like 2-3 minutes to like really massage it in, rinse it out, apply the conditioner, wait for like 5 minutes for it to like sink in, because you don't want your ends to be like super dry. Then you use the mask. And the mask takes the longest, literally 10 minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes. You have to like have wet hair and you have to like have it sink in. And then you move on to your body, and that's a whole different story. Like, yeah, it takes a long time. And then you rinse out the mask and you check if your hair is like good, and you can do it again. I don't know. We just do so much there that like has to be done in the shower with like wet hair and stuff. That is part of the routine that you guys don't do.
Yeah, I think why guys are so fast, because you just get that shampoo bottle of 3-in-1 where it's like body, hair, conditioner, and you're done.
You use like 3-in-1, and your hair is so much better than mine. And I like, guys, like why do we spend so much money on hair care, like face care, body, like everything, and guys are still like better. They wash their face with soap and they're good. And then there's us, $300 on like product, like a routine of like checklist of things, and still break out.
I'm telling you, get the 3-in-1 body, hair wash, and conditioner, and all works the same. Do girls feel like they need to be married by a certain age? Like, do you guys feel like you guys are obligated, or you guys be like behind life, or like the fact of, oh my gosh, my friends are getting married, should I get married? Like, I feel like in the most Slavic communities, if you're past 20, 21, 22, you're already called the babushka. Grandma, if you guys don't know that. Like, do you feel like girls feel like they have to be married by a certain age?
It depends on the culture, like you said. I don't know, for our culture, yes, they do have standards, but I feel like it's overrated, very, very overrated. But it's a standard, like if you're not married by 19, 20, you're kind of old, considered old. But in the reality, what are you gonna accomplish with, like, in your life, like by your like 19 or like 20, you know? Like nothing. Like you literally just finished school, so like I don't think you can do much. And like it's really not smart to start a family with like 0 income. And like, how are you gonna support the kids? How are you gonna like support the husband, the wife, like your family? How are you gonna do that? If you feel like you haven't met the one, don't marry him. So like I'm 22 and I'm totally fine. Like I don't feel like I'm old. I feel like we're just in that age to get married. And actually we're smart enough, so we're not gonna regret about the decision later on. You know, when you're 16, I feel like your preference can change, and like 5 years down the road you're gonna be like, why did I marry that person? Like, you change, he changes, and your mentality kind of changes, and you're like, whoa, I wish I didn't. So like for us, we kind of know what we want to do with our life. We have our goals, we have stuff that we're like set on, and like we found each other now, so that we're like looking the same direction, like 100%. And later down the road we're gonna be like still doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like we know what we want, and like we found it, and we're like, okay, let's build up on that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think like girls shouldn't be like stressing about it. Like, I know, like, again, in Slav communities, a lot of it comes from the parents. I can't speak. A lot of it comes from the parents of like pressure, and why aren't you married? Why haven't you found a boyfriend? Why haven't you found a girlfriend? And so the big pressure is on to get married so young, and so many people don't know what they're getting themselves into. They're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna get married. My friends, like, I think the biggest thing, what I see, the biggest mistake people do is their best friend gets married, their like best girlfriend gets married, whatever, and then they're like, they feel like they're obligated to get married too, because they're like, oh my gosh, everybody's getting married except me. So they just find anybody and kind of like, you know, go into that. And know, even though they aren't 100% sure about the person, but just because all her friends or his friends are married, they're like, oh, I gotta get married too.
You're making a mistake that way.
Yeah, guys, like, I feel like, don't feel like you're obligated to get in a relationship. Everybody has their own timing. Everybody, you know, like, it's better to wait a year, 2, 5 more than get married just because they're ready to get married, and then find the right person, then get married to the wrong one, and feel like, man, why did I get married? And especially if you're just Slavic, especially in the Christian community, not just Slavic, but just Christian community, like, you know, you can't get divorced unless it's cheating or something like that.
Yeah, or somebody dies.
Yeah. So yeah, you're till death do you apart, and then you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who you don't love or you don't care about, and so just wait a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like to get married, to be in a relationship, you have to have a good relationship with God first.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to share that relationship, you have to have it on your own first.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not there yet, if you're like, for Christians, like if you don't feel like you're that close to God, like get closer to God first and then find a good guy. He's gonna provide. Like don't even look at God, is just gonna give it to you. But like if you're not there, like mentally and spiritually, like you're just gonna waste your time. And I feel like you should be dating only to get married. You shouldn't be dating just for fun, because like
you're wasting emotions.
You are. Like I was always raised like thinking that love is like an apple. And like when you date somebody, you give them a piece of your love, of your attention, of everything. And then whatever is going to be left for your husband is going to be just like the center part. What is that called?
Stem.
Yeah, just that, like, and he's not going to feed off of that for the rest of the life together with you. And like it's just, and you can't provide more anymore because you wasted that on somebody else who didn't care about you. So just wait for the one and pray about it, and just like don't feel like you're obligated to marry somebody because somebody else got married, because you're gonna regret it later on. You might look good in pictures on Instagram, but then you turn off the camera and you're suffering. So really not recommend it.
Yeah. So why oh my gosh, I think this is the question that everybody always wants to ask girls. Why you guys are so emotional? Like oh my gosh, like you guys are like so emotional.
Because we are.
You guys are so emotional, like about things that like don't need to be emotional about.
Because we are. Well, what's emotional?
Well, it's like, I don't know.
We're sensitive. Like, it's the way that God created us. Like, I can't do anything about it. When I want to cry, oh girl, I cry.
Yeah. Like, most of us guys are just like, oh, like we watch a movie. I think most guys could relate. Just like we're not as emotional. I mean, I guess for the most guys,
you're
we're like
emotional, but like we don't
you
try to be cool, and you're like, I'm not crying here, girl. I'm strong.
It's not even about like just trying to be cool. It's just like, I guess yeah.
Do you hide it? Like the question that I have for you: do you want to cry and you hide it, or do you just like, I don't care about it?
For the like say for our relationship, right? Like you're like, oh my gosh, that person's so sick. And like you start crying.
Sick?
Like or just like, or a movie or watch whatever. You're like, you get so worried about somebody stressed about their life, and I'm like, it's part of life.
It's just a movie.
It's just a movie. It's life. It's whatever. Like it happens, and I think I'm from at least person for me. I can't speak for everybody, but I think I do a pretty good job detaching my emotions from things that I shouldn't care about. I mean, as a person, as a human level, we should all care to a certain point, but I don't care to the level where I'm stressing about it, and not like worried about somebody else's health or life, or like unless it's super close family.
I feel like our hearts are just built like that whatever happens, we care about it. Like a mom's heart, you know? Like if you're sick and you're married, your dad is gonna go to sleep, but your mom is gonna stay up and pray for you. Like when you're out like at 10 p.m. your dad is like, oh yeah, I'm going to bed, and your mom is sitting there waiting for you. So like because we're more attached, because we are more emotional, and I feel like it's, you know, like the way just that we're built.
If you guys have any more questions or anything that you guys want to hear, like we might do these later on in the future, like well, maybe just like updated version. So if there's any kind of questions you guys want to know, or any of the answers that you guys heard that you guys disagree or agree with, or something to see your own viewpoint, we want to hear it.
Or any videos that you want us to film, like any ideas, whatever you have, just like comment down below. See you guys in the next video.
Yeah guys, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that
notification bell.
Yeah, ding 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 ding. And then guys, again, please share our content, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel. It will mean the world to us. We're just starting off, and I believe it's something we want to continue to do, and we're really enjoying doing it so far. So thank you guys again.
Thank you for watching this Q&A.
Bye bye.